So now we are headed towards the end of the build. Didn't take too long. There was a bit of mucking around with the whole, there's always mucking around with the brake system, making sure that everything spins well, you know. Today I'm going to get a little messy, put the shafts in, cups in, grease them all up, and oil the shocks. Hopefully they come good, and then fit the roll cage. See how we go, eh? Exhaust is on. Was quite harmless to put this on. It was good. Lines up good. Everything lined up really good with it. So normally these little tabs, you know, a lot of the times they're a little bit bent and they don't line up. What I like to make sure of doing when you do put an exhaust in is make sure when these are tight that this actually lines up good, because otherwise if you tighten that up and then tighten this up and this isn't quite lined up properly, it'll put a lot of pressure on it. So with jumps and bumps there is a possibility that you might snap the end off the head, and I have seen that done before. So just be wary, make sure everything's tight so that there's nothing that's sort of tightening against anything else. Same if you've got a side pipe, make sure this is good when it goes around, and when you do put your side pipe on, it doesn't pull it down or pull it up or whatever. You don't want any stress on these bolts, but otherwise she's coming good. Now I will be putting in the roll cage, so I'll put the roll cage together and see how that goes. I guess I won't be using this pipe. Put the cage together. Believe it or not, the cage is actually the same size as a standard one. No, same size, but you can use the original cage. I pulled it all apart thinking it was different, but it's not different. Anyway, so I went to put the cage on, and yeah, I don't know what that goes with this pipe, but there's no chance of putting that there. So no, there you go. There is a chance. What was I doing before? And then this one here. Where's that little plate? The plate goes like that. Keep off the little plate. It's done. I haven't got the steering, so I'm not going to be bolting it down. I've got to take all this apart. I might bolt it up just to mock it up, actually. So you can use this. What am I doing? Didn't realise there was a little slot there. I even got the side pipe out. I could put the side pipe, because I put this wheel on to see if it was going to clear it. Ah, but it won't clear the steering. So no side pipe. Unless I put a massive spacer. Yeah. Oh well. Good thing this one worked out then. I don't know, I mucked around for a few minutes and I didn't think it could be done, but I just forced it in there. There you go. Moving right along. Alright. Now, to get this on, you need to take the cap off, and the cap has got this little, I don't know what it is, a retainer or something, so it doesn't fall out. So you got to take this off to slip this cover over the tank, bend it around, put it back in, job's done. Looks quite neat. Just got to put some screws in it and I'm done. Alright, so came across the first issue with this kit, which is the linkage. You slip it in there into your horn, you do it up there, that's all good, you tighten that up, you tighten that up. As you can see, there's a bend here. When you get it, there's no bend, which means this keeps going up, right? So I changed this lever and I turned it the other way around so it's up higher, still no different. What was happening is that this wouldn't return. See how that's returning? It wouldn't return because it was too tight on the linkage, because this was getting pushed down. It was bowing. So I bent it and now she's returning. Yeah, there you go. It's a better view. Whereas before it wouldn't return because there was so much, because this was going up high and high and high up here, and then you're forcing it down with this lever. Yeah, it was just too much. So I bent the linkage a little bit and good to go. So next thing, I might put these chassis mounts in and keep going. Alright, another little issue. This piece here, I can't put it down because of the battery box. I don't know if it's just because of me. Maybe I can loosen up the battery box and move it, but I'm just going to take an edge off that and should be good to go. Here we go. I haven't done the shocks yet, so she's sitting a little low. I'm still, one piece that I'm missing is the skid plate, so I can put the bottom of the body shell. But other than that, I'm going to get a new air filter system because this one's screwed. It's got the centerpiece missing as well. I haven't hooked up the fuel yet, just in case I've got to take the cage off again. But I think I might put a couple of stickers here and there. But other than that, she's looking alright. Looking alright. Not sure what goes with these tyres, but it feels like there's a bit of a gap between the foam and the tyre. But anyway, got them cheap. See how long they last. It's a little beast. A little monster. This is the best I can do with it. Without the steering, without the skid plate, so I can put the bottom of this shell in. So I can put these things in like that. Yep. So steering, skid plate, filter, that one's no good. And what was the other one? Oh, kill switch. So she's a bit high now. The front's good, I've got to say. The front feels good. The rear still feels soft. Sort of bottoms out a bit. The chassis hits. So we'll see how that goes. It might be okay. I had to use some really thick oil. I ended up using some, what did I use? I used some power steering stop leak Lucas oil. That was the only thing thick enough to make it so it was a bit firmer. And I used the shock oil that comes with these things, way too soft. I used another engine oil, a 2050, too soft again. So, and I knew that Lucas power steering, it's like a repair oil, conditioning oil, that's really thick, and it's still not 100%, but I think it'll be okay. We'll see what happens, eh? So I chucked a few stickers on there, frying it up a little bit. That's about it. It'll look probably a little bit cool if it was lower, but then I wouldn't be able to go off-road much with it. So I'll just leave it as it is. So there we have it, eh? So we've just got to wait for these other parts to show up and get back to it.